I know someone who can take a mouthful of custard and blow it down their nose. I know someone who can make their ears wiggle. I know someone who can shake their cheeks so it sounds like ducks quacking. I know someone who can throw peanuts in the air and catch them in their mouth. I know someone who can balance a pile of 2p pieces on his elbow and snatch his elbow from under them and catch them. I know someone who can bend her thumb back to touch her wrist. I know someone who can crack his nose. Crack. I know someone who can say the alphabet backwards. I know someone who can put their hands in their armpits and blow raspberries. I know someone who can wiggle her little toe. I know someone who can lick the bottom of her chin. I know someone who can slide their top lip one way and their bottom lip the other. It's me! No, it's not really, although I can do it. It's actually Michael Rosen who wrote that poem. That's in this book. Quick, let's get out of here. And the reason I'm reading a Michael Rosen poem to you to start off this wonderful Monday morning is because it's World Book Week. Hooray! And this year, in year 2 for World Book Week, we are going to be focusing on Michael Rosen. He is our author that we will be looking at in particular in year 2 this year. And I'm so happy that it's World Book Week already, and I'm looking forward to World Book Day on Thursday when I'm going to get to see lots of you dressed up in your amazing costumes to look like your favourite book characters. I can't wait! It's going to be amazing. And this is Michael Rosen, this man here. A few pictures of him. Here he is, sharing one of his books with some children at this school. And Michael Rosen has written hundreds of books, but he's most famous for writing poetry books. He writes books full of poems and performing and writing his own poems. And if you're very lucky, he comes into schools and places like that and he'll read his poems to the children there. He is a brilliant poet and a fantastic author. So I'm really excited that we can look at some of his work this week and we can maybe have a go at being brilliant poets just like Michael Rosen. And what better way to start off thinking about Michael Rosen than with one of his most famous poems, which is called, if my screen is going to work, The Rhythm of Life. And here is that poem, but I'm not going to read it to you. That's not good enough. I think we should get the man himself. What do you think? Shall we see if Michael Rosen will read it to us? I think he will. Let me share something with you, and hopefully you'll be able to hear him. Here he is, ready to go.
I was out with some boys and girls by the side of the River Thames, and over the River Thames is a railway bridge called Hungerford Bridge. And if you stand underneath it, you hear the trains going over. And we were standing under there, and a train came over, and it made an enormous noise. Da-lun, da-lun, da-lun. In fact, it made so much noise, we were all shaking, and then I went over and I put my hands on the bridge, and you could feel the train. So we all stood there, and I thought, wow, hand on the bridge, feel the rhythm of the train. And then I thought that would make a good first line of a poem. And I was once talking to Benjamin Zephaniah, and I said to him, where do you write your poems, Benjamin? He said, I don't write them. I make them up when I go jogging. I thought, what? Well, just like that? He said, yeah, and that way I can remember them, and then when I perform them, other people will get them very quickly because it's that kind of a poem. So I thought about that. Can I make up a poem that begins, hand on the bridge, feel the rhythm of the train, between the time I leave the River Thames and get to my house in Hackney? And so that's what I did. I sat on the tube and I made up a poem, and it went like this. Hand on the bridge, feel the rhythm of the train. Hand on the window, feel the rhythm of the rain. Hand on your throat, feel the rhythm of your talk. Hand on your leg, feel the rhythm of your walk. Hand in the sea, feel the rhythm of the tide. Hand on your heart, feel the rhythm inside. Hand on the rhythm, feel the rhythm of the rhyme. Hand on your life, feel the rhythm of time. Hand on your life, feel the rhythm of time. Hand on your life, feel the rhythm of time.
Wow, thank you, Michael Rosen. What an amazing poem. I hope you enjoyed hearing that, The Rhythm of Life. Very, very famous. And I must say, excuse the awful, awful haircut. As you know, none of us can get to the barbers at the moment. I'm just looking at myself in the screen. Hopefully, soon I'll be able to get a proper haircut. So thank you, Michael Rosen, for that poem. Let's go back and look at that again. Here it is. And I will pop back in the corner there. Hello. Now, we all notice while Michael was reading that poem, he wasn't reading it like this. Hand on the bridge, feel the rhythm of the train. Hand on the window, feel the rhythm of the rain. Hand on your throat, feel the rhythm of your talk. Hand on your leg, feel the rhythm of your walk. Oh, no, no. When you're a poet and you're performing your poems, you've really got to get into the rhythm of your poem. And this poem is really focused on rhythm because it's called The Rhythm of Life. And if you don't know what rhythm is, it's the sounds and how the sounds work together and how you sort of like how a song has a rhythm that you can hum along to. It's the same with poetry as well. It's got a flow to it, a way of reading it. And Michael Rosen had a brilliant rhythm for his poem there. Hand on the bridge, feel the rhythm of the train. Hand on the window, feel the rhythm of the rain. Hand on your throat, feel the rhythm of your talk. Hand on your leg, feel the rhythm of your walk, and so on. He really used the rhythm of the poem in his performance. And that's something that I'd like you to have a go at today as well. Very usefully as this poem, there's rhyme in it as well. You may have spotted. Hand on the bridge, feel the rhythm of the train. Hand on the window, feel the rhythm of the rain. Hand on your throat, feel the rhythm of your talk. Hand on your leg, feel the rhythm of your walk. Indeed. So Michael Rosen has been very clever there with putting some rhyme in there because it also helps you remember the poem when you're performing it. So my job for you this morning is to study this poem, and I'm going to read it in a minute, and maybe you can do some reading along with me, and you can do a bit of practice. And when you're ready today, I'm going to ask you, you might need a grown-up's help, to make a little video of you performing this poem just like Michael Rosen. I'm actually going to give you a choice. There is another poem that I'm going to share with you in a minute. You might choose to do that one. It's much longer poem. It's another one that's got some good rhyme in it, and there's lots of repetition, like there was in this poem as well. That's another good trick that poets use. Repetition as well. Hand on the bridge, hand on the hand on, hand on, hand on. So there's a repeating structure to this poem. So this other poem I'm going to show you has a repeating structure and has some rhyme in it as well. So they're similar in those regards, but it's a little bit longer. I'm going to let you pick which one you want to perform in a minute. But that's not all. The other thing that I'm going to ask you to focus on is some actions to go with your poem. If you are watching carefully in Michael Rosen's video, you'll have noticed that he was putting some actions in while he was performing it. If you want to rewind and double check, so just in case you don't believe me, you can go and see it again. He was putting some actions in to really perform that poem to his audience, which was me and you. So that's what I'd like you to think about as you're studying the lines of this poem, or the other poem if you choose to do that one. Think about what words you're going to do an action for, because you can't do an action for every single word. That would look crazy. You'd be doing all this, wouldn't you? You need to pick what you think is a key word in that line and then perform that word as an action. So you're not trying to do every single word. That's a little bit crazy. Shall I demonstrate a little bit what I mean? So let me just get a highlighter pen for me. Let me pick a highlighter. I'm going to go with a nice, there's a highlighter. There it is. Let's go with that nice sky. No, I'm going to go with a purple highlighter. I'm going to highlight in purple. Hand on the bridge. I think that's quite an important word. I could probably come up with an action for bridge. I could do something like this or something like that. Feel the rhythm of the train. I can think of an action for that. I bet you can probably think of an action, maybe something like that, maybe something else, pulling the horn. So those are quite key words. What else? Hand on the window. Hand on the window. I suppose I could do an action for window. Might draw like a window in the air. Perhaps I could highlight that. I think I'll come up with an action for window. And feel the rhythm of the rain. I could definitely come up with an action for that. Maybe something like that. Or pittering, pattering. Hand on your throat. Oh, that should be quite an easy one to demonstrate. Something along those lines. Feel the rhythm of your talk. Quite a key word in that one. I might highlight that. What could I do? Man, Michael Rosen did something where he was pointing out from his mouth to demonstrate talk. So that might be an action I might come up with for that. So what I'm going to ask you to do, you should have a copy of this poem. If you haven't, you can just pause it and put it up on the screen at the right point, and you can learn it from this. If you've got a copy, you might want to highlight or underline a keyword that you're going to come up with an action for. Okay? And then you can invent your actions so that you're able to perform your poem with your actions as well. Remember, just one keyword from each line is enough. And then when you've done that and you've got your actions, practice reading it using that rhythm that Michael Rosen shared with us, and then you might be able to video yourself performing the poem. But in order to help you out with that, I'm going to read the poem through a couple of times, and I'm going to use my pen to show you where I am. And if you want to join in with me as I go, that would be brilliant. Might do it a couple of times so you can join in with me so we can say it along together. That would be fabulous. Are you ready? Here we go then. The Rhythm of Life in 3, 2, 1. Hand on the bridge, feel the rhythm of the train. Hand on the window, feel the rhythm of the rain. Hand on your throat, feel the rhythm of your talk. Hand on your leg, feel the rhythm of your walk. Hand in the sea, feel the rhythm of the tide. Hand on your heart, feel the rhythm inside. Hand on the rhythm, feel the rhythm of the rhyme. Hand on your life, feel the rhythm of time. Hand on your life, feel the rhythm of time. Hand on your life, feel the rhythm of time. Went quite quickly, didn't it? It's all right. Pick it up as we go. Let's try it one more time. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Hand on the bridge, feel the rhythm of the train. Hand on the window, feel the rhythm of the rain. Hand on your throat, feel the rhythm of your talk. Hand on your leg, feel the rhythm of your walk. Hand in the sea, feel the rhythm of the tide. Hand on your heart, feel the rhythm inside. Hand on the rhythm, feel the rhythm of the rhyme. Hand on your life, feel the rhythm of time. Hand on your life, feel the rhythm of time. Hand on your life, feel the rhythm of time. I love reading that poem. It's got such a wonderful, wonderful rhythm. It's so easy to get into and very quickly pick it up because of that amazing repeating structure and the rhyme in there as well. So that is the first poem that you could choose to do. Just like I've been doing, if you've got a copy printed off at home or if you want to just magpie it from the screen, highlight or underline the key word on each line that you're going to come up with an action for, and then you can start performing, practicing with your action, and then you can record it when you're ready and hopefully send it to me via Dojo if you're able to. That would be amazing so that I could see, and your teachers, of course, can see what you've been up to. I might just do a quick example just so I know what I'm going to do. So, hand on the bridge. I'm going to do bridge. Feel the rhythm of the train. And I've got an action for window. And I've got an action for rain. So I'm going to have a go at that. Hand on the bridge, feel the rhythm of the train. Hand on the window, feel the rhythm of the rain. Okay, here I go. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hand on the bridge, feel the rhythm of the train. Hand on the window, feel the rhythm of the rain. Oh, I got into a tongue twister there. I think I'm going to have another practice. Okay, here I go. Hand on the bridge, feel the rhythm of the train. Hand on the window, feel the rhythm of the rain. There you go. I'm getting it already. That's just my first practice. I'm going to practice my other lines as well, and then I might be ready to record. So that is your first poem. You can choose to do the Rhythm of Life. If you fancy an extra challenge, there's another poem, and I'm going to let Michael Rosen introduce it to you. You can choose which one. Again, you should have a copy of this with your timetable that was sent out. So if you've printed that one, or if not, I will show you where you can find it. This poem, another one with a repeating structure and a bit of rhyme, is quite a funny one by Michael Rosen. I'll go back to this and I'll share with you, not this screen, but let's find the other one. Here we are. This one is called Oh Dear, and if you want to find it, here is a link you can put in, or you can search for Poetry Line and Oh Dear, and it will come up. And this is a longer poem, as you can see, and let's just let Michael Rosen read it, shall we? I'll let Michael Rosen perform it to you. Here he is again. Let's start from the beginning.
Oh dear.
I better remember to make sure you can hear it. I need to put the sound in for you. Where is the sound? There we go. 1 second, guys. Technical issues as usual. Right, hopefully you can hear it this time.
Oh dear. I went to the shop to get me a carrot. Oh dear, they gave me a parrot. Oh dear, look what I got. Do I want that? No, I do not. I went to the shop to get me a hat. Oh dear, they gave me a cat. Oh dear, look what I got. Do I want that? No, I do not. I went to the shop to get me a cake. Oh dear, they gave me a snake. Oh dear, look what I got. Do I want that? No, I do not. I went to the shop to get me some juice. Oh dear, they gave me a goose. Oh dear, look what I got. Do I want that? No, I do not. I went to the shop to get me a chair. Oh dear, they gave me a bear. Oh dear, look what I got. Do I want that? No, I do not. I went to the shop to get me a truck. Oh dear, they gave me a duck. Oh dear, look what I got. Do I want that? No, I do not. I went to the shop to get me a tie. Oh dear, they gave me a fly. Oh dear, look what I got. Do I want that? No, I do not. I went to the shop to get me some peas. Oh dear, they gave me some bees. Oh dear, look what I got. Do I want that? No, I do not. I went to the shop to get me some pants. Oh dear, they gave me some ants. Oh dear, look what I got. Do I want that? No, I do not.
There we go. That poem is called Oh Dear. Very long and a bit trickier. So if you want to give yourself a challenge, you can have a go at that one. You might just want to choose a chunk of that poem and just perform a smaller chunk of it rather than the whole thing if you choose to. But either way, whichever poem you choose, whether it's Oh Dear or whether it's The Rhythm of Life, I'm looking forward, and so are your teachers, looking forward to seeing your performances. Remember, we want the rhythm, we want you to use that expressive voice that you use when you're reading, and we want to see those actions you've come up with too. So when you're ready, you can go off and do that, and I'll be looking forward to seeing what you come up with. I'm looking forward to hearing your expressive poetry performances. And oh, I just noticed something here. A clue to a character from one of Michael Rosen's books. Before you go off and do your your poetry performances, shall we have a look at what this clue is? Let's have a look. Clue 1. I have big tufty ears. I have big tufty ears. No, I don't. Oh, the character. The character has big tufty ears. Gonna leave that one with you. So have a think. Maybe you can let me know what your prediction is. Which character do you think this clue might be pointing us towards from a Michael Rosen story or book? Have a think. I'm looking forward to seeing your poetry performances. I hope you have fun practicing the poem and reading it out in your best expressive voice, using that rhythm of the poem, and importantly, don't forget your actions too. And hopefully you'll come up with some great stuff. I know you will. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow as well for some more stuff on Michael Rosen. But until then, take care everyone. See you soon.